Well, hello everyone. My name is Amy. This is the Opinionated Woman, and welcome back to my weekly vlogs. So on the weekend, I finished off, I finished off both of the books that I was reading. So I needed to pick a new physical book. So we'll put that in here. Amy from the future popping in to pick my new book. So on the yellow shelf, I have read all of those except the Bret Easton Ellis. It's not mine, it's my brother's. I have no interest in reading Bret Easton Ellis. So, blue. So we've got a classic, How Green Was My Valley. I remember watching that when I was a kid. Haven't read it yet though. Prisoners of Geography. That's also one I haven't read. I'm not going to pull it out, I'm going to make a mess. Bel Canto, I haven't read yet. The City We Became. And then this stack here. I've read everything except Scallion, which was it's quite old. It was a gift from a family friend. I've actually got no idea what it's about. I would take his recommendations though. Yeah, 2001. Wowzers. I was 11. Okay, so the thing that caught my eye right away was this NK Jemisin. I didn't get to read it during Pride, and I have not read the Broken Earth trilogy. This I found in a second-hand store, and I've been wanting to get to it. So you know what? The City We Became. I have read from NK Jemisin before, but it was a short story. So yeah, an actual big one, and beloved by Neil Gaiman. Heck yeah, let's do it. So I am now like 100 pages in, like almost 100 pages into The City We Became, and this woman can write. Holy shit. So it's magical realism, which of course is my kryptonite. So this guy is coming to live in New York. He's going to a university there, and he's on the train, and when he gets into the city, he suddenly forgets his name, he forgets where he is, forgets like why he's there, and these people like sort of help him, and they say, "What's your name?" And he looks up to the like the boards telling you when the trains are coming and stuff like that, and he says, "My name's Manny," and it's short for Manhattan. So he's like trying to figure out like what he's supposed to be doing and where he's supposed to be going and why he's losing his memory like this, where he starts to see these weird little white tendrils like growing out of cars that are driving past, and then he has this whole altercation with this strange entity, and he comes to the realization that he is a personified version of Manhattan, and there are 5 personified versions of each borough of the city, and it's really freaking cool. It's really freaking cool. And there is queer rep, and also there's a trans character in here, so that's also a good bonus. Then on audiobook, I started a big one. I started Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang. And I can't really tell you too much about it because it is the second in a series, but it's the second to the Poppy War. And in the Poppy War, we're following Rin, who goes to this school. She like manages to like come from this really poor background and gets into this prodigious school, and to train to be a warrior, I suppose. She ends up in this this ragtag group called the Psych, because she is trained in shamanism. She's a shaman, so she can summon the Phoenix goddess, but her powers are activated using opium. So there's like an addiction sort of side to it. It's very complicated. I had to read another I had to read like a summary of the Poppy War before I started the Dragon Republic. But yeah, it's rough and rugged as it is so far, but I really can't really say too much to spoil anything. But yeah, there's already been a twist and a turn, so I'm enjoying it. Alright guys, gals and non-binary pals, I am sitting down to work for the day. Today's a cruising day, as I like to call it, so I am doing some research into an article about drinking coffee. I'm stimming. Have you guys ever seen me doing anything like this? I'm just stimming. If you don't know what stimming is, let's look up a description, like a proper stimming meaning. There we go. Because I know what it is, but I'm trying to give you so repetitive or unusual movement or noises that helps you to cope with emotions and stuff like that, basically. So it's just something that is comforting. Like it's an automatic sort of thing. And yeah, it feels normal to me. But yeah, I'm not autistic, but I am neurodivergent. So my stimming is it's distracted me. But yeah, I am absolutely plowing through the city we became. It's so fucking good. It's written so well, and it's such a completely different premise that I'm really not used to. We've been introduced, so we know Manhattan and Brooklyn, and we're sort of following them. We've also been introduced to the Bronx, and we've been introduced to Staten Island. So the only one we haven't seen is Queens so far. And just the different types of people and the different way that this personification takes its form. Because what Brooklyn said is that was it Brooklyn or was it another? No, it was one of these mysterious people in white that we keep on encountering. Said that the city had rebirthed itself, which is why all of a sudden these people had become embodiments of the city. And it's so different from anything I've ever read before that it's just like, it's keeping me reading like crazy. I'm like almost halfway through already, which is amazing. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to drink coffee while researching drinking coffee. Hi. Someone's got a little bit of a bum eye at the moment. This is why I end up taking a long time in the mornings, because every time I sit down, someone gets on my lap. I am very sweaty from doing a mad fit workout. I did like a 30-minute full body low impact. Goodness gracious. And yeah, still chugging along in this. We have met every borough right now, and it's a really cool group of like really diverse people, which I suppose represent New York, because New York is a melting pot of different cultures and stuff like that. So yeah, it's very interesting. Like there's a Native American borough, Manhattan and Brooklyn are both black. Queens is from India, and Staten Island is a little white girl, but they still haven't actually come into contact with her yet. So they're on their ways, which is it's so good, it's so compelling, and it's so unique, so super unique. I really recommend this. I really want to pick up her Broken Earth trilogy now, because her writing, 10 out of 10. Okay, I'm back from my place. I didn't film anything there because it's just me unpacking. It's really not that exhilarating. I've been listening to Dragon Republic though. It's like, yeah, dramatic and angsty, and I forgot how much I love the fact that Rin is such an unreliable main character. Like, you cannot rely on her to make the right decision about anything. She's pretty cold-hearted. She's pretty ruthless. But at the same time, she's like loyal, and she has this like fire within her in more ways than one. If you know, you know. So yeah, it's a good one. But that's what I'm coming to talk about. So I saw a clip. I was watching a video by this trippy hippie, and a video came up recommended after that from Billie Eilish's documentary. And I haven't watched it, and I really want to, because I didn't realize she has Tourette's. So there was like a little clip of her having a tic attack. And I'm having a particularly ticky day today, as you can see. So like, I've just been thinking about that, and thinking how like just seeing something like that makes it feel completely fine. That I'm ticking and stuff like that, and I didn't find that I was masking too much in the shops, but this one was happening quite a lot, but I just let it go, because like watching that just made me feel like it's really not that much of a big deal, you know. don't know about how other people around me thought, but that's their problem, not mine. Anyway, this is why representation is important. So maybe I can be some kind of representation for any of you. Do you have bipolar? Are you gay? Do you have tics? Let me know. I'm here to be a pal. God, what am I talking about? Books, empty cat. Oh! You're a little bit too bright. I don't know if you can hear me, but I am by the beach after dropping my brother's girlfriend off at the bus. Just wanted to show you how stunningly atmospheric the weather is today. And also, big hunk of ship. Actually from some kind of shipwreck. Hectic. Time to get warm. When you get a rescue dog in the lockdown and then he has attachment issues. This boy is such a cuddler. I got him as a foster, and the minute he got here, like I couldn't see him like that. I couldn't. No. And he likes to stand like this on the couch or anything like that. Oh, my hair looks very shaggy today. There we go, that's better. Sometimes he just needs some real close-up love, you know? And my cat was very clingy with me today because I dried him because he went out in the rain. So I gave him a nice dry. And he came and sat on my yoga mat in the most inconvenient spot. So I had to do my workout around a cat because I don't want to move him. He's cute. Oh, you're going to go. Okay. And he spends most of his day there underneath the desk or in the dog bed over there. I actually really want to buy him a new dog bed when I move, which is coming up soon. Whew. Yeah. Anyway, I'm writing an article about coffee again. I'm really getting in depth with fucking steak and coffee at the moment. It's not the worst thing. I've been slightly on the ball with new book releases. This is why I need to read my newsletter. My favorite book last year was The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Boyne, and he is coming out with a new one, Echo Chamber. It is going on my Storygraph list for sure. It says, powered by Boyne's characteristic humor and razor-sharp observation, the echo chamber is a satiric helter-skelter, a dizzying downward spiral of action and consequence poised somewhere between farce, absurdity, and oblivion. Well, that sounds fascinating. So, it's going on my list. Well, howdy everybody. I'm back in the kitchen. I thought I would bring you along because this is a easy, like, vegan and cheap as hell recipe. Like, it's vegan scallion pancakes. I will put the recipe that I use down below. It's something that is like a fail-safe. Like, you just need flour, oil, and spring onions. Or green onions, they call it green onions in the US. So that's literally all you need. And it's one of my brother's girlfriend's favorite meals. And we're moving out. You know, we all live together now, and we're moving out now. So she wants this recipe. So Karina, I'm putting this in for you, for you to see what to do. I'm gonna put it in the title. Making scallion pancakes. Okay, so I've got the salt and the flour in this bowl, and I'm boiling some water. Okay, I need 1.5 cups of boiling water. Be careful, I'm telling me and you. If you know me, you know I tend to go and cut myself. It's fine, I'm a professional. I literally am a professional. I was a chef, like I'm a qualified chef. I was a pastry chef, head pastry chef for a couple of years, and I worked as a head chef and manager for a very short period of time before I realized that lifestyle and my therapists realized that lifestyle and my mental health do not go together. Okay. Okay, now it's very hot. So we're just going to leave that. We might need to add a little bit more, we'll see. But let's just leave that to cool down. And this is about room temperature now. It's like warm. Ouchie! It's a little bit too warm, but it's fine. So just combining it into like a shaggy dough, but the most important is the kneading. And this, you'll suck at it in the beginning, all of you. Everybody sucks at it in the beginning. But once you get used to it, it's pretty easy and it can be quite relaxing. If you need a little bit of extra flour, put it in, but only if you have to. So as you can see, it does, like when I push like that, it breaks apart quite easily. That's how you see the gluten hasn't started to work yet. I do have a kneading tutorial. It's like my first ever video. It's super short, it doesn't have my face in it, but yeah, I do go through basic kneading. And then in my last vlog, I showed you how to do the window pane test to tell when a dough is ready. So we're going to knead it until it looks like that. Okay, that's about right. It's nice and elasticy. I'm going to put it into a little bowl, chuck it in the fridge for about 15 minutes. And in the meantime, we will chop things. I do it at my house. I have to use one that I don't usually use, but it's fine. Chop the scraggly ends off. I'll literally just chop those up. I'll do those on camera that you don't see that. And then in this jar, I'm going to mix garlic, soy sauce. Usually I'd use white wine vinegar, but I don't have that. Chili flakes. I put lemons. Do I have lemons? Lemon. Ginger, and sugar, and make a dipping sauce. I just do it to taste, so I'm just going to whip that up. Okay, so I got my 10 little balakis. I'm serving 5 today, so I'm doing 2 pancakes per person. So what you do is get some flour out. Please ignore this basting brush. All my basting brushes are at my house, and this basting brush is crepe. Yes, I was wondering if I'd taken all of my rolling pins. I do have multiple rolling pins. Pastry chef life. So you want to get this nice and thin. And when you rest the dough, it means that the dough will stretch. So don't skip the resting. I know you wanna, but you can't. It's like when my brother makes pancake dough. I always have to tell him, you have to wait. And he's like, but I don't want to wait. I want pancakes now. And his pancakes don't come out nicely. And then I'm like, well, you should have waited. Motherfucker. There we go. Put some flour in the mix. Trying to get it as thin, like really thin. You're going to see because we're making layers here. Okay. Well, I like to do it with a little salt as well. A little sprinkle of spring onions. Then you're going to roll her up. Probably should have gone the other way. Would have gone the other way. This way. And once you've done that, save that, guys. You're going to make snail. Yeah, put that to the side. And then make the rest snails. Okay, I'm going to make some more snails, but I'm going to start cooking in the meantime because I'm hungry. So we got our snail, and we're going to smush him. And that's going to create even more layers with the oil coming out. That will make it flaky. And it is a bit of a sticky mess to roll out. Oh, this one's very wet. So cheese good. Flour. And then I've just bung some oil in that frying pan. Medium high. Some frying. Final thing, see all these nice crunchy layers and some nice dipping sauce. Hey guys, it is Thursday afternoonish. I haven't really done very much work this morning. I just kind of had a call with my mom. She lives in the UK, so I went on her walk with her virtually with her puppy. Oh, he's fully grown now, but he's like a puppy. And now I'm taking another trip to work, just doing some other errands at the same time. I'm very close to finishing The City We Became. It's like I'm amped to see how it ends because I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure how it ends. Dragon Republic, it's really hard for me to update you guys because like it's a 24-hour audiobook and it's a sequel, so like I don't want to spoil anything. But shit just hits the fan over and over. Like you really can't. Oh, the guy I'm meeting is coming. Goodbye. Back at my new place. So obviously, as you guys have seen, I've been moving stuff slowly but surely. That's a bunch of stuff. These cupboards are full of stuff, even though it's not always where they're like permanently gonna live. These are most of my books. I'm just trying to get them out of the way because the bed is going here. And then these cupboards are also starting to fill up with stuff, but also not necessarily living here. Because fortunately or unfortunately, a lot of my storage I'm actually bringing with me. I've got a cupboard, I've got a dresser, I've got a set of drawers. So right now I'm just like covering every surface with stuff. I am packing a last minute bag, so I'm going to be living out of a suitcase for the last week. So I'm packing that next Monday. And then hopefully I can bring everything over. But yeah, I'm sort of just putting stuff until I get the stuff to put it in. So here is going to be my lounge area. So my couch is going there and a cupboard here, my dresser over there. My desk is going there, and then I'm making a partition. So the desk will be here and the bookcases will run next to it, because the one bookcase is, you can see through it, the green bookcase. So that's going to create like a little work niche for me here, and it gives me more space. And sort of like divides up the area a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited to start putting stuff on the walls. There's a hook that's already here. Hang on, let me put something up. Okay. We have one thing on the walls. That's obviously not where it's going to stay, but yeah. It's a little bit small for where it is, though I could make a gallery wall. That would be cool. This is just a piece that my brother drew. Yeah, making plans and feeling excited for a new move. That's going to be sick. Okay, this one is done. I have finished all of the pinky purpley ones. I finished all the grayish ones. Out of this slot, I haven't read this one, but that's for another vlog. I haven't read this one, People in the Trees. and spring. And I think I'm going to go with Ellie Smith's Spring, because it is spring on the 1st of September, which is coming up soon. Doing some moving. It's a very important thing to move. You go in there, Harry. Good lad. So I'm just popping in here to sign off the vlog. Oh, scruffy hair. Didn't have water this morning. There we go. Pink. I was coming in to close the vlog. I finished The City We Became. It was paced so beautifully right until like the climax, and it had a twist in it that I thought was really interesting, that I think will be even more interesting if you're familiar with New York, which I'm not. But I feel like I've learned a lot about New York from reading this book, which is cool. Yeah, I'm having another little bit of a dippy day. I really think it is this move. I am a creature of habit. I like my routine, and I know that things function well when I'm in my routine. And I think that's why moves have always been so stressful for me, is that everything gets disrupted, and it's going to take a while and a lot of effort to get things back to normal and then get into a new routine. And because of my bipolar, it's a little bit hard on me. I mean, I know that's hard on everybody, but it hits me a little bit more intensely than it should. Yeah, that's what I think it is. But anyway, if you enjoyed this vlog, please give me a like. If you haven't subscribed, maybe give me a subscribe and tick my bell for notifications. And I'll see you next time.